Republic is a funny airport, man. See the airplane right in front of us?
Yep. Just landed.
Yeah. That sucks.
Did he abort?
Huh?
No, just landed, right?
No, landed. I hope so.
Yeah, he landed. The reverse is up.
Oh, yeah, but reverse. But if you abort, it's reverse still.
If you abort and land, the reverse can be on.
Oh, you can on the 7-3. You put the reverse when you abort. Yeah, above.
Some jets you're not supposed to deploy thrust reversers. I mean, go around after thrust reversers deployment.
Republic Airport Division Oscar is now current. Wind is 340 at 5. Visibility is 10. Altimeter 2985.
Okay, we want to sit on the yellow line, so a little bit more to the right if you can. We got Oscar. We got to change the weather, so
we can monitor Oscar. Let's see what we got.
Rotating beacon out of service. Runway 14 Malls decommissioned.
Good evening. Go for AIM 451 Charlie Mike for hangar 43.
Go for AIM 451 Charlie Mike. Taxi hangar 43. The Alpha Bravo.
Alpha Bravo. Thanks. Have a good night.
Advise Republic conducting information. Oscar. Republic Airport information. Oscar, time 0015 Zulu. Wind 340 at 5, visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 23, 2.11, altimeter 2985. Visual approach in use, landing and departing runway 32. No TAM, shelter ramp closed between Golf 5 and Golf 6 taxiways.
So with the 80s?
Rotating beacon out of service.
Yep. Everything is the same other than the runway. Instead of runway 1, they want us on 32.
All right, Donuts, we approach you to the runway. We're going to do a short field takeoff. I want to see if you remember how to do it. What is a short field takeoff? A short field takeoff is when we are limited in space or we have to clear an obstacle ahead of the runway. Why we do it? To learn how to clear the obstacle, and if we have to ever fly to short field takeoff, we can actually do it with no hazard. Because once you get your license, you're going to need to know how to do it. How do we do it? We already spoke about it before. You've done it before. We're going to clear the area. We're going to take most of the runway. Then we're going to hold the brakes. We're going to add full power, slowly. We're going to check that the instruments are coming up with the green. Hold you right here, so we can call them up. And then once we let go of the brakes, we're going to have to add 10 degrees of flaps though for this maneuver. So we're going to go ahead and add it. I'm sorry, we'll configure the airplane.
10 degrees?
No, 25.
The fix before is current with our information after.
25. Up.
25, yep.
Citation 41 November Delta. We're on sequence for takeoff on 32.
Citation 41 November Delta. Republic Tower releases on request. Hold short landing traffic.
Hold short to 32 1 November Delta.
On Tower 69 is up. Nice traffic off my 2 o'clock.
Tower 4300, holding short runway 32.
Depart the runway prior to your arrival. Just continue on the downwind. I'll call you base.
Roger that. We'll continue. We'll call the base for 1669.
Yep.
Craft of vinyl.
Yeah.
Tower 73 off here, so going echo.
November 4 Alpha X-ray, turn left at Alpha 4, cross runway 1 via Alpha taxi to the echo ramp.
Tell you what, I'm the inspector now. I want you to demonstrate.
Okay.
Because you have it full pro. I want the rest. I want to shave some light.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, so you demonstrate to me short field takeoff.
Okay, how was the white wine? How? The white wine.
Very good. Very good. You're more
Comfortable.
Slow. Easy to understand. Remember, the slower you are, the simpler you are, the better off you are. So.
Yeah.
There's no rush.
No rush. We have all the.
No rush at all. If you, as a matter of fact, this is one of the main problems on Cfi Checkrides.
Rush
is, you're rushing through teaching and you're not keeping it simple.
Yeah.
So remember KISS, we mentioned it gazillion times. Keep it simple, stupid. That's the only way that the student can understand.
Guys, do me a favor.
What's up?
The microphone. Order your guys' microphone on the comp panel. Turn them down a little bit.
Which one? This one?
I think the inside one.
microphone is the microphone, if I'm not correct.
Mine is all the way down.
Is the microphone too loud?
Yeah, because you're gonna have a lot of distortion.
How's it now, David?
Turn your headset completely up and turn the microphone.
Citation 41 November Delta runway 32, line up and wait. Traffic 4 southeast of the airport.
Perfect.
How's it now?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
Loud and clear.
1, 2, 3.
Now can I hear you?
669.
Loud and clear. You can turn the headset up.
Okay,
the microphone.
Now I can hear you. Perfect, perfect.
Just the microphones. Turn the microphones down a little bit.
Are you okay now? Yeah.
I can hear good.
Perfect.
Perfect. All
Oh,
right.
it's better for the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
understand. You lowered the volume quantities.
Okay.
That's not as loud. Yeah, I like that. Let's try it.
Tower 4300, holding short runway 32.
Right traffic, speeding out to committing, start a right turn for the right crosswind. You're going to follow traffic, just entering the downwind, just north of the airport, about a mile at 11.
Like this, for example, was completely unnecessary, and the inspector may look at you and what did you just do? There is
Helicopter 11.
an aircraft in position and hold or line up and wait, and you're calling,
November Delta to set.
Yeah, okay.
not necessary.
Right traffic, runway 3.
I just want to know the position.
The ground controller and the tower communicate with each other, so the ground controller knows
Okay.
I'll call you back.
what next.
The downwind ready for your base call.
And as a matter of fact, she's gonna
111 Victor Bravo, Republic Tower.
she's gonna let you go. You're number 2 now.
Landing Bravo Kilo for... That's a Mustang, right?
Helicopter 1 Victor Bravo, fly southbound, report checkpoint 32, 340 at 6, altimeter 2986. Traffic is a citation, departing runway 32, will be in a right turn to a 10 heading, climate is right.
Oh, that's good stuff. You're gonna 32.
Cherokee 669, exit land runway 32.
Dead land on 32 for 1669.
That's Nick.
Cherokee 43080, Republic Tower, are you ready?
Ready.
Ready to go, 4300.
Cherokee 43080, plus wake turbulence, departed citation, runway 32, full length at Delta, clear for takeoff.
Caution wake turbulence, 4300, clear for takeoff.
Citation 41 November Delta.
So we're going to take the whole runway. We have clear the traffic on the left. We want to be safe.
There's the 188 kilometers, Republic Tower, left base.
We're going to maintain center line.
To the airport traffic to Cherokee on a 5-mile final descend you discretion.
All right, we're going to apply full brakes. We're going to add, we're going to the before landing, before takeoff checklist.
3901 Delta Mike, Republic Tower, hold short.
Engine gauge is in the green. Release the brakes. Dissipate the right rudder. The default airspeed comes alive. Keep the weight correction in there. 55 and
Fire speed 60.
and climb to 60 knots, VX. We're going to clear the obstacle at 50 feet, which we just did. Now we can pitch for VY. Maintain direction control with the rudders. What do you, can I hear very well?
Runway heading for now.
Runway heading, 4300.
Volume is too low for you. You can turn the headset up. Just
The headset doesn't go up there.
on the Garmin panel, you can actually turn the headset
Okay.
up on the panel itself. Understand?
Yeah.
Just the microphone. Just don't turn the microphone too much.
Final for runway 32 with the Cherokee. That's who you're following. Just advise when you see the traffic.
I am looking. I don't see him now, but I am looking. 8 kilometers.
November 8 Kilo Mike, just continue on the left base. Spacing is good. You're number 2 for runway 32.
Continue left base, runway 32, 8 kilometers.
Cherokee 080, what is your direction of flight?
Southeast for 00.
Cherokee 080, just fly runway heading, so advise.
Runway heading at 2 advise, 4300.
Cherokee 080, can you accept the left downwind?
Accept the left downwind, 4300.
Cherokee 080, left downwind departure is approved to the southeast.
Left downwind departure approved, 4300.
Does before Charlie Alpha start right base at the inner shoreline, the Bonanza.
Altitude.
2 miles south of the
Altitude, landing line off, fuel pump off, check the fuel pressure. And
237, copy the full stop. You have your traffic ahead on the downwind.
Traffic blocks.
all right, check the runway.
Traffic on final.
And check the downwind. And
He is a full stop, number 2, runway 32, clear to land, wind 350 at 4.
left turn, depart downwind. And they keep climbing at 80.
November 1 Delta Mike.
Nothing present, 1-1. Better put leftovers, right?
Tower 4300, left downwind.
Traffic is left collection for runway 32 southeast Bennett 1400. Helicopter 1 Victor Bravo, did you want to land
Adjust your volume normally. Let's not play with it.
Helicopter 1 Bravo Kilo.
Just cannot hear you.
Bravo, clear to land Bravo Kilo.
Adjust everything normally. Adjust everything normally. Forget about the distortion because it seems like it's not, we can't communicate.
We can take all 669, we're going to Atlantic.
Cherokee 669, turn left on the main.
Too loud or
Turn left
good?
on runway 19, take that to the end. The helicopter's going to land Bravo
1, 2, 3, can you hear me good?
I can hear you that. Runway 1 to Atlantic, wish you have a good night for 1669.
Okay, 2,500 feet.
Bravo, you'll see a Cherokee southbound on runway 19. You'll be going to Atlanta.
As far as the short field takeoff, don't forget to retract
Wind
your
360
flaps.
at 4.
Remember the sequence? Rotate and lift off. Barrier speed. Obstacle clear. Pitch for VY. Accelerating. Positive rate of climb. Retract flaps. Don't wait for 1,000.
4 Charlie Alpha, runway 32, clear to land, Bonanza short final.
32, clear to land, looking for traffic, 34 Charlie Alpha.
I don't think he's going to fail you on that, but
Just to be safe.
it's better to retract the flaps on positive rate of climb VY. Slowly get it out. Don't wait too long.
All right, we're going to go up to 2,500 feet. And once we get out there to the shoreline, we can fly to Capture Bridge. We have traffic on the left. We got him in sight over there, so...
Yeah, he's way out there.
64 Charlie Alpha, traffic in sight.
Cessna 4 Charlie Alpha, the traffic is on the runway, clear to land.
Clear to land, 64 Charlie Alpha.
Cessna 237, clear to land, follow Cessna.
Clear to land for Cessna 16237.
Bonanza 8 Kilo Mike, contact ground point 6.
Point 6, 8 Kilo Mike.
Helicopter 1 Victor Bravo, you can taxi in. Where you going, Ventura?
Yeah, affirmative.
Helicopter 1 Victor Bravo, taxi into Ventura after landing.
Victor Bravo, thank you.
As we're going to approach altitude, we're going to do 3 things. One is pitch. Pitch to get our airspeed, and then power, down, and trim.
Over the northwest side to the Oscar inbound. Full stop.
2,500.
9 Republic Tower, report the right
feet.
down, landing runway 32.
We approach 2,500. There's 2,500, and we go on a pitch. We're going to wait for our airspeed. Power back to 2,200. 2,400 should do too. And trim for control pressure relief. And now we are safe altitude. We're going to fly over a Capture Bridge, and we're going to clear the left, so we want to be safe. And we're going to go ahead and turn left, direct to Capture Bridge. Dorian, how can you see airspace here? Zoom out.
Hey, Public Tower, Cherokee 814, 9 Romeo, 12 mile northwest, with Oscar for landing.
Cherokee 8149 Romeo, Republic Tower, enter the right downwind for runway 32 over the National Cemetery. Just remain clear of the departure path of runway 32, so fly eastbound, and then call me just north of Long Island Expressway on the east side of the 19 final for the right downwind runway 32.
I'll call you on the LA for the right downwind for 32, 814, and that's 60 of the departure.
Not coming on. But this is Kennedy, pretty close.
Yeah, let's take so let's go left.
See?
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know, it's not coming out.
Yeah.
What, you want airspace on the GPS?
Yeah.
Press clear. No. Come on, get off that. Press clear. No, go back to the, just press clear. Press the clear button.
I push it.
Go back to the navigation page. Press the clear button. The clear button.
Yeah, CLR, clear.
Yeah.
Charlie Alpha, turn
Press
left
it.
at Alpha 5, ground point 7.
No, don't press that one. Just press it and leave it. Press it, leave it.
Have a good night.
Wait on it. Press it again. There you go. Press it again.
It's not coming on.
Press it again.
They changed the data on it.
And just wait. Just wait. Give it some time. It will load.
That's alright. We know. We're in the clear. Don't worry about it. Is that concerning you at all? Or?
It's to have that there to see what's up, you know.
Yeah, you got this one.
Okay, I got this one. Perfect.
I don't see any reason why we should waste 15 minutes fixing this now. That's why I just skip it.
3502.
Alright?
Alright.
I'm the inspector, Billy. What I would like to see is minimum controllable airspeed, slow flight.
Okay. Sure, so we're going to fly over out to the shore. We're going to do a clearing turns. We're going to do a pre-maneuver checklist, and I'm going to show you a slow flight. So, what is a slow flight? A slow flight is when, and we are flying the minimum controllable airspeed. Why do we do it? Just when we're going for approach, we're going at slow airspeeds, and we want to learn how to fly the airplane in minimum controllable airspeed to feel the controls, how mushy they are. So we learn how to, and bottom line, makes us a better pilot. How are we going to do it? We're going to clear the area, just like we said. We're going to make a right 90. We're going to go out to the shoreline.
That's the 237, say your destination.
And we're going to check up, down, left, and right.
237, turn right on runway 1, taxi north
sorry to
on runway
interrupt you.
1, Gulf 7.
Do we need to monitor Republic Airport now?
No, we can
Get rid of it. Yeah, get rid of it.
All right, we can do 125.
You can monitor, New York approach 25.7, or keep it low on the background. So.
Okay, I'm going to have it as a backup just in case we need it, so I'm going to put it on.
Okay, fair enough.
We're going to make a left.
Don't forget, we got gas here too, so we can keep an eye on traffic.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's a nice.
Yeah, we're going to make a left turn going towards to clear the area on the left. We're going to look again up, down, left, and right. And we go. Once we get stabilized, we're going to pick a reference. That's cutting too close to the islip airspace, right?
Islip is very far. As long as you're south of the shoreline, you're good.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to pick a reference point. Number one, we're going to do a pre-maneuver checklist. Excuse me. Fuel pump on, landing light on, mixture is rich, seatbelt is on, mine is on, and we're going to configure the airplane for 2,500 feet. Alright, as we get to 2,500 feet, we're going to reduce the power to approximately 1,500 RPMs. We have a reference point out there, which was we want to fly the airplane. As we reduce the power to 1,500 feet, RPMs, excuse me, we're going to need to apply back pressure on the yoke. We're going to trim for the airplane. As we get to the wide arc, we're going to add full flaps. And we're going to maintain 2,500, and we're going to add power to maintain the
radio.
Okay, 25.
It's not the intercom, it's the radio.
We're going to keep it 55 right above still speed. At this point, we see how the controls feel very mushy. This way, now we are above minimum control airspeed, just above it. And we're keeping our altitude by altitude, and we're keeping our airspeed by pitching. So that's how we do slow flight. We're keeping the ball coordinated with the rudders. We need a lot of right rudder because we have high angle of attack and we are very slow. To recover from slow flight, what we want to do, we want to add full power, reduce the pitch, keeping our reference point, reduce the flap to 25, waiting for the airspeed to come up, applying the pressure, and slowly reducing the flaps as we're coming out of slow flight. Looking for traffic as we do that and keeping our reference point. The way we want to exit the maneuver is to keep it at the altitude we came in to 2,500 RPM, and we're going to do that by reducing the power back to cruise, 2,200 RPM should do, and retrain for cruise flight. That's how we do a slow flight. Bottom line, we learn to do it. We do it so we can learn to control the airplane at minimum controllable airspeed. Now, as a student, I would like for you to demonstrate one for me.
Let's
Continue.
continue with you demonstrating.
Okay.
Yeah, this is more than likely what the inspector is going to do, but you know, we can combine it. It's
Okay, sure.
Next maneuver I would like to see, just because you haven't flown for a while, I want to see if you remember the what, why, and how, and all, demonstrating all of this.
Okay.
Okay. The next maneuver I would like to see is power off stall, an approach and landing stall.
Okay, what we're going to do, power stall, we're going to clear the area again, maybe start heading the other way, maybe west. We're going to make left turn and come back into the other side of there's two types of clear doors we can do. One is a one left 90 degree back to the right, and another one is a 180. So we will go back to 180 degrees towards the east. We want to add power because we are turning and we're clearing up, down, left and right. We're going to pick the shoreline again as our reference point. What is a power off stall? The power off stall is the approach to landing stall. What it means is like we're going for approach and we're not paying attention, and we exceed the critical level of attack, and then we lose some altitude. The reason why we do it is to learn how to recognize it and learn how to recover from it with minimum control, loss of altitude. Alright, so we have how we do it. We pick a reference point, which is the shoreline. We got 2,500 feet configured. We're going to come to landing configuration since it's an approach to landing stall. We're going to reduce the power to 1,500 feet RPMs. We in the wide eye, we're going to give full flops since we're going for landing. Maintaining our pitch, we are making how the runway looks. We are coming there. We're not paying attention, and the airspeed is going too low, and our pitch is, and our angle of attack is going up. We are increasing our pitch. We're not paying attention, and that's the first indication. And then the full buffet. We adding full power to recover, and we take 25 degrees of flaps, and we're looking for positive rate of climb, and that's how we know the difference between life and death if it happens on the pattern. And we are getting back to altitude to 2,500. We're keeping our reference point and heading, and we're reducing the flaps so it's only a positive rate of climb. And we're gonna take, once we reach 2,500, we're gonna reduce the power back to cruise. That's how we do a power off stall. Again, we do it to learn how to recognize it and learn how to recover for it, just in case it happens in the pattern when we're going for approach to landing.
Okay. Show me an elevator trim stall.
Elevator trim stall. What is an elevator trim stall? We already cleared the area. We can continue straight ahead and do it on the shoreline. Again, an elevator trim stall is when we're going for landing and we trim all the way in the back. We have trimmed all the way in the take-off position as full as possible, and we're going for landing. We're in the wide arc. We give full lots of flaps, and we are approaching for our landing. And as we're approaching, we're going to decide to make a go around. As we make a go around, we have such a much of trim pressure that we exceed the critical attack. There's a stall warning hole, which is the first indication of stall, and we add full power, and then we take the elevator pressure to get positive rate. And we reduce 25 degrees of flaps. We're getting our airspeed back, and we are getting the flaps to neutral, to 0. And that's how we do the elevator install. The reason why we do it is just in case the reason why we do it is just in case it happens in the pattern. We know how to recover for it with minimum control of loss of altitude.
Okay. Teach me steep turns, please.
Steep turns, okay, let's clear the area. We're going to pick a reference point up to the horizon, somewhere there, in a minute or two. We're going to make another 180. Clear left and right, up and down. We're going to go back to 2,500 feet. I'm going to descend while I'm doing the clearing turn so I can get back to 2,500. All right. Okay, we cleared the area. What is a steep turn? A steep turn is a high performance turn with tend to overbank to give us the feeling of overbank tendency. Why do we do it? It improves self-awareness and it makes us a better pilot. Makes better pilot with flying the airplane, bottom line. How do we do it? We clear the area. We configure the airplane for 2,500 feet. All of these maneuvers is very important to have the airplane configured before you enter them. So we are 2,500 feet. Let's configure the aircraft. 2,400. And we're going to let's configure the airplane real quick. Let's go back to 25. Alright, we'll do it at 2,400, it's okay. And we're going to pick a reference point out there, straight ahead, and we're going to enter a left turn. As we go 30 degrees, we're going to add power to, and we're going to continue increasing the 45 degrees. We're going to take a point out there and keep it to the horizon. We're going to go to 45, 50 degrees. Keep it coordinated. And looking outside of the horizon, keep it at 45. If we lose altitude, we're going to add some power. If we gain altitude, we're going to take some power out. We're coming up on our reference point 20 degrees before. We're going to start roll out. As we're rolling out, the airplane wants to climb, so we're going to have to take some power out and get back to our reference point. 2,500 feet, we're going to reduce the power, and we're going to go to return for cruise. A steep turn again, it's a turn that makes us feel overbanking tendency, makes us a better pilot, and improves our self-awareness. Let's go back to 25.
Okay. Teach me Chandelle.
Chandelle, okay, what is it? We're going to be configured. What is a Chandelle? Chandelle is a high performance 180 degree climbing turn either to the left or the right. Why do we do the Chandelle? It improves self-awareness, and just in case we're flying at cruise altitude and we see an obstacle in front of us and we need to turn away from it, we need to get an altitude fast as possible. We do the Chandelle to gain altitude and turn away from it. How do we do it? We clear the area, we take a reference point, we take a 90 degree reference point to our right, and it consists of two things. First 90 degree turns, it's constant constant bank and increase of angle of attack. The second 90 degree turns, we're reducing the bank and we are holding a constant angle of attack. So let's go ahead and do it. We clear the area. We are going to see there's the obstacle in front of us, 30 degrees of bank and full power, and we're increasing the altitude to bring it to minimum controllable airspeed. 90 degree point, we're going to start keeping it constant, and we're going to reduce the bank slowly to get to a 180-degree point. Just right above stall speed, we want to keep the airplane when we exit the Chandelle. We are right here, and we clear the obstacle 180 degrees, and we reduce the power back to cruise, and we're going to maintain 3,000 feet. That's the right Chandelle.
Okay. I want to see lazy 8s.
Lazy 8s. What is a lazy 8? Lazy 8 is a high-performance maneuver which we do to improve our self-awareness and to make our self-concept and make us a better pilot at the end. How do we do a lazy 8? We clear the area, and we pick. It's Chandelle, sorry, let's do it again. Lazy 8, it's a maneuver that consists of two 180-degree turns, which each 180-degree turn consists of a climb and a descent. Why we do it is to improve our self-awareness, our flying performance, and bottom line, it makes us a better pilot. How do we do it? We pick up a 45-degree point out there in the horizon, a 90-degree point, a 135-degree point, and a 180-degree point. So we are clear, we are 3,000 feet. We're going to enter a very lazy climbing turn. We're going to set the power and forget about it to 24. Or climb a turn, reach the 45-degree point. We have the maximum climb, 9-degree point, and then as we get to this point, we're going to go ahead and make the descent. And we're going to come back to a 180-degree point and make the same thing for the left. A lazy climbing turn. We're going to bring the airspeed up. And we're 30 degrees and a 90-degree point. And we're going to reduce our pitch and make back to 3,000 feet. There's a 180-degree point, and we want to enter the maneuver the same altitude we exit, so 3,000 feet that will be. That's how we complete the lazy 8. We do it to improve our maneuver capability. Basically, to remember it, it's to draw an 8 in the horizon.
Okay, I want to see a demonstration of emergency approach and landing. Engine failure at flight.
Okay, we need the checklist for that maneuver. Let's say we are cruising here at 3,000 feet and we get an engine failure. We're going to idle the power and we're going to get the first thing we want to do is we pitch for our best gliding speed, which is approximately 79 for this aircraft. Then we're going to apply carburetor heat. And then we're going to troubleshoot. Let's go to the emergency checklist. That will do that. Alright. Power loss in flight, power loss in flight. Pitch for best glide speed, carb heat on. No wind direction is coming from 320, it's coming from our left. It's coming from the right, excuse me. Mixture for rich. Fuel pump on, which is on. Fuel selector. But we have we're going to pick best field to land, which is going to be the shoreline at this point, the shore. We're going to fly there. We're keeping the 79, which is the best glide speed. We're going to put the ELT on. We're going to squawk 7700. Fuel selector, we're going to put it in the off position if we're going to declare an emergency, if no restart. By the time, so we continue at this point. We have the shoreline over there which we can use. The wind is coming from 320, so or we can just use the parking lot. We can, if we find a better spot, which would be the parking lot over there, we can, because we're high, we're gonna try to lose altitude as soon as possible so we can circle over the field where we're gonna do it. And we're going to establish a pattern. Now we're too high, so we can actually try to glide. We can do a couple of turns over the field that we're going to land until we reach our altitude, and then we can continue landing. There's the parking lot that I would like to put it on, but it seems like we were too high for now for this parking. So the best way to do it is circle around here and come back and land to it from the other side. So we can establish a pattern here. We can go over to Cap 3 and turn back in for landing there. Approaching 1,000 feet. Obstacle ahead, we are aware of that. That's perfect over there. We're going to declare an emergency at this point. We're going to put 1 to 1.5 or New York approach. Let them know what we're doing. 770 the squawk. ELT is on, whatever the checker says. And we're going to establish a pattern. About this point, I will start turning towards the. We're going to clear the engine real quick. We're going to fly to the parking lot over there at this point, and it's still high, so I'm going to forward slip at this point, or to get to our point. I don't know if we should stay less than 600 feet here. Okay.
Wave off, 500, minimum 500.
Minimum 500.
Minimum 500.
At this point, I'll go around because the engine came back to life. It comes up.
Okay. When you're ready, I want to see 8-ton pylons.
8-ton pylons. Wow. 8-ton pylons is a visual maneuver. What it is, we do it to learn how to fly the airplane. Visual references. It improves our performance as pilots and improves our flying skills. This maneuver is going to be it's a ground reference maneuver, so we're going to do it from 600 to 1,000 feet. So we're going to maintain about 1,000 feet from now. We're going to try to find 2 pilots out there that they will give us 3 to 5 seconds in between. And if you see any good pilots, please let me know. Let's see what we have. You see any good pilots out there, Doran?
I see a lighthouse.
There's a lighthouse over there.
I see a lighthouse in the middle of the parking lot. A little circle, green circle.
So we clear the area. We're going to enter perpendicular to the way into the pivoted attitude, which is about 800 feet today. Let's see how we're going to do this. We're going to enter the maneuver like this. That's perpendicular to the wind. And I'm going to do a left hand first around it, so as a student pilot you can see it better what do I mean about it. And this is the circle that will give us perfect. Alright, we have about pivotal altitude, so we're going to enter the maneuver perpendicular to the wind, which is coming this way. And this is the grass over there around it. You see that's the one pylon, and we're going to keep it to our wingtip. Going to keep the power to about there, and we're going to fly around it. We want to keep it approximately on our wingtip. Okay, we need to readjust the pitch. There we go. That's what we're looking at. And you see how the pilot looks over there? So we want to make sure our altitude is good, and we're going to keep it to our wingtip. We're going to make sure that we keep it there, and we want to keep our altitude to about 700 feet to 800. And we have it there, we have it inside. Now as we get between the 2 pylons, we're going to level up and use the other pylon. Level up for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3 to 5 seconds. That's 4 and 5.